Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact a victim of a stray bullet. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilt. Fuck you. Interrupting my thoughts? You son of a bitch. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at the location. What?
I don't know how they could find that out, but whatever.
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence from... You didn't know where the electrical currents was, you dumb son of a bitch, until I told you. Now you're all over it.
Better watch out, he is the rookie killer.
His affidavit? Is that how you pronounce that? That affidavit?
Affidavit, yeah.
Okay.
Affidavit. But
Alright.
sometimes said with a D, depending on where you're from.
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their lab that day. Allow me to read out the court of testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
You got something.
Yeah. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor. I don't like how this is
It was Jake Marshall.
I have to come up with something to try and regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? The slightest bump. Some old cable broke due to some sort of impact on floor 9-255. Wait, what? But the thing said 3... Victim fell... The umbrella! Well, Your Honor. The only thing that this snaps in my is... What?
I think the only thing that snapped is the mind of the defense.
Sad face. I don't want to check. Photo check.
I think the only thing that snapped is cognitive.
Slightest bump?
I love the pun that is Cold Killer X. I just like the pun. I didn't think it would be evidence here.
Are you implying something, Mr. Casey?
No, I wasn't actually implying anything. I was just pointing out because I saw you pull up the picture of it. I don't have the walkthrough open because I don't think it's necessary in the tutorial level.
should be fucking obvious. Why can't I see it? Do I represent the photo and show the umbrella? That
What
can't
did
be
you
right.
What did you present earlier?
The umbrella?
A lot of people thought it was that too.
But it said the slightest bump.
People are like, this is the bullet thing all over again. People are dicks.
I hate you all.
Use the metal detector.
What? The umbrella makes sense, you jerks.
No,
Why?
you're having trouble figuring out, not the fact that you picked something wrong.
I don't understand. Why can't
The
I
umbrella in
figure
the
this out?
photo, people are saying.
Well, that's what I... So...
It's far
No,
away
it's
or
not.
something. Yeah.
Victim fell on
No.
top of the umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. The old power
Maybe
cable...
present Phoenix's profile.
What?
This is why it snapped, because Phoenix pushed it.
I'll just try anything at this point because I really don't know. I honestly don't know. The slightest bump. What was it that caused the cables to break?
Yeah, people keep saying present Phoenix.
Is that Phoenix?
Under profiles.
Well, why Phoenix? Okay, please think back to Mr. Wright's... What? Said after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3, correct? Sounds right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Oh! I wasn't thinking that way. Ow. Okay. I understand why now. Okay. I was thinking too, in the box. Oh, where's the victim?
Crazy.
See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was an impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground.
I think our hair thing was highly unnecessary.
Yeah, I know. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. And I'm not going to insinuate this bitch over in this corner. The lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way. Why? I hate you. The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
Nah.
Kiss my ass, bitch. Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge? Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. No, she's not. She's just being a whiny bitch.
They're yelling at her to stop crying.
The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. When Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Beanie caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
That one's obvious.
That was wrong. He said he left, he came back, and he was dead.
I love the way you said that.
Well, it's true. I'm so sorry, Beanie, but I just have to tell the truth. But it's all wrong. Yeah, Mr. Feeney. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you're not, my dear, because you're just a lying sack of shit. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Do I really have to do this? I know what's wrong. I present Phoenix's testimony, right? That has to be it. And then the first time I was into the electrical pole, that's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but he caught up and crashed him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. Bullshit! Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. No, it's not. No. I know what the contradiction is, you me. I just want to make sure stuff. They didn't have much time to come up with their lies, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, man. Minute! Okay, present. I don't know what to present. Do I present? I present Phoenix's testimony here then, right? Because he said it took 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm wrong.
I'm just watching a video of Eric from Boy Meets World doing the Feeny call.
Aw.
That wonderful show.
The cable snapping and dumping. Yeah, blah. I'll press then. Maybe I'll get some hints going on here. Previously in testimony he said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry, I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court? I was